Welcome back to Psychonauts 2. Before we head up to Bob's greenhouse, I wanted to change a couple pins around. As we're heading into the late game, pins are a little bit more important to deal with just because the enemies are going to get stronger, they are more varied, and so making your life easy is never a bad idea. I'm going to exchange Psychonaut here for Clairvoyant Speed Reader to enter a clairvoyant state in double time. It'll have a very specific use. And although squeezing more time out of our time bubbles was quite nice, I'm going to increase the number of Psyblast chains, just in case. I'm keeping Brain Drain though. Depleting enemies' health with mental connection and getting it back is invaluable. Before we head into Bob's mine proper, I want to give a little warning. Although there was a content warning at the beginning of the Let's Play, Bob's mind is a little bit more disturbing in terms of subject matter than some of the ones we've visited so far. So, viewer discretion is especially advised. And Bob here doesn't seem to be in a great mood. But we gotta do what we gotta do.
Do you think Bob would mind if I took a look inside his mind?
It seems at least one part of Bob wants us to go in.
Hello? Agent Zonato?
Welcome to Bob's Bottles. Why the level is called Bob's Bottles will become pretty clear to you, but you probably can guess already. This place looks kind of lonely. Although there are flowers in the water and there are islands in the distance. Bob is right here. He's also Clairvoyant's target. A very muted one. We can use him to get some titanium here. But it's kind of disturbing that his view of the world is really that gray.
Hello? Agent Zonato?
Strange. I don't usually get visitors here.
That sounds pretty lonely.
I have my garden.
Of course. The Zonatos are famous for their gardens. Huh. What did you plant here?
Plant?
What kind of seeds did you use?
Oh, seeds. Yeah, that's right. No seeds. Lost them all.
Where'd they go?
Out there, I suppose. Can't really remember.
Well, let's go find them.
I'm not a good swimmer. Are you?
No.
Welcome to the island then, I guess.
You can light this fire if you want.
Starting a signal fire. Tried it. No one comes.
We just want the figments up here. And this is a very, very, very round world.
Huh.
Wait! Don't go.
Come with me. It's okay. Look, I'll just do some quick seed recon, and then I'll come right back. I promise.
Most of the level now starts to open up. At least the little hub area that we're in. The door to Bob's mine becomes our boat, on which we can travel through the land. Or the sea, I guess. You have some figments to collect, and you can follow these flowers.
And ominous. Prominous, if you will.
To an island with a bottle. The flowers are the marker of where you go to next. Let's take a brief look around. I'm not going to do any major pickups quite yet. But you can see that this is a sphere with a bunch of different islands. You can get off at certain ports. The distance between some of the islands is short enough you can jump between them, but in this area, the number of times you can touch the water before being dragged in, by your own mind as we now know, is much shorter. You can touch the water once, jump out, and the second time is done. We'll explore these a little bit later. As I go around to the first island, have a look around and pick up a few things, and deal with a little bit of wonky physics here, I want to start talking about Bob. Oh, wrong power. And bear in mind, these islands have very easy to miss figments, since Bob is all about plants, and grass is a plant. It hides. So Bob. We already saw in a previous video that Bob has anger issues. He got very angry with us, threw bottles at us, and we're just a kid. But obviously, there is a part of him which wanted us to get in his mind and to help him, and that felt a little bit lonely. Because the plants are controlled by him. It's not that the plants are alive on their own.
I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby.
We can kind of see entering his mind just that he is
What's that sound?
actually kind of lonely. He's out on the ocean in the middle of nowhere, or in the sea, and even though he kind of doesn't say much to us or do much with us, the moment we start to leave, he feels like it's a shame that we have to go.
Aha! Here's the Hatbox tag.
We'll get to see a few more of his issues as we go on. I came over here to this neighboring island right next to the starting island to pick up some emotional baggage, and because there are these little, I guess, other figments of his imagination here.
Hey, Lily, I thought you hadn't seen your great-uncle Bob in years. How does he know what you look like?
My dad sent him pictures for years.
He's never heard your voice, though, has he?
How'd you know?
Have you seen any seeds on this island? I'm trying to find some for Bob.
Nope. Good thing, too. What good things ever came from a seed?
I don't know. Plants? Trees?
Heartbreak, disappointment.
Ooh boy.
So what are you doing out here?
Just trying to stay away from Great Uncle Bad News.
Ooh. I think even though we can only find 5 bits of emotional baggage here,
I hear something.
there is a lot more baggage than initially seemed. Bob doesn't have the greatest opinion of himself. To progress, the game did helpfully say we need to pull the cork out of this bottle. This cork is labeled Tia. Immediately, we get thrown into a little corridor with some portraits. That there must be Bob and whoever Tia is. This must be Tia.
Mom, it's time for my recital.
The fridges have a little bit of titanium. Nice touch. Also, a bunch of the environment is destructible and will also freak out if the physics reacts the wrong way. You're not. We're in a mind. Just ignore it. But it seems all is not right in this mine. Someone needs to do a few dishes. Someone needs to clean up the stove. And that T-bone there. And who left broccoli and slop on the table here?
Come inside. I made dinner.
I don't mind if I do.
Hey! Hold it right there.
Why?
I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
How could that little thing hurt me?
Oh, they always start out little, don't they? And then they grow and cause so much pain. Here, let me just take this somewhere safe.
Wait, no, I want that.
No, you don't!
Oh dear.
Ahoy there! Lend a hand?
What do you need?
Just caught in a bit of a bind here. If you could jiggle me loose, I could get some fresh air on my face.
I'll work it out. Just hang in there.
Was that a joke? Because I didn't ask for any jokes.
Well, we gotta go after that seed, so here we go.
Ah, that's the stuff. Yeah, a little motion really gets the juices flowing, if you know what I mean.
Hang on. I'll break that final vine.
No, just leave it. I think this is all the freedom I can handle right now.
Well, I guess he seems kind of happy swinging around. This is one of the main mechanics of the level. You will frequently come across Bulb Bob, as the name said, and as soon as Bulb Bob gets close to water, the water will part, giving you a little bubble of safety. Kind of reminds you of the lungfish in Psychonauts 1, but on a much different scale. If you get caught by this water, it is an instant drop back to nearest land. No grace period for you. So, in all likelihood, I'm probably going to do a bunch of cuts. Hopefully they won't be too disruptive. Oh, come back here, mosquito. Bob here
Put me down, wretched demon!
cannot be clairvoyanced. And I already hear another Bob over there.
Uh-oh. How'd you get yourself caught by that bird?
God! I got this feathered ferry service right where I want him.
20 feet in the air?
He's keeping me moving so I don't plant roots. It's a constant struggle.
I don't know. He didn't seem like he was too happy
How do
about
you
it.
see your house from here? Is it green?
Yep.
Right. Let's just immediately tackle the theme of this level. We've got two problems here. And it's pretty obvious from the onset, from the language that Bob's using. Number one,
Thanks for the lift, by the way.
Bob is
I
lonely,
didn't catch you.
and Bob is trying to also protect himself from something. The putting down roots comments kind of makes it
Up in
clear.
the air, Junior man.
Bob has been hurt and doesn't want to be hurt again. But unfortunately, it seems like enough pain has been caused that he has
Breath from above.
quite a few issues. And the second thing, as evidenced by all of this, all the bubbling, stormy weather dark spirits, and yes, Scooby-Doo fermented mushroom liqueur will be here. Bob has a bit of an alcohol problem. And
Have you
we
met my friend? They just love
a
to
young kid,
fly and fly.
are apparently going to help him with it. Ah, there's Scooby-Doo. Can't taste good.
I hope you're not taking me back to your nest to feed something.
And all throughout these bulb bobs, we'll keep talking,
One more time around the block, Jeeves.
sometimes in contradictory phrases, seeming like they don't care, and sometimes in phrases that show they actually do care about their predicament. Which is, well, representative, I guess. It's a little bit of a sad state of affairs. Neither do they want to go completely
To the
free.
right, to the left, far and wide, with the shriek of a damned spirit, to my heart with the stealthy pace of the tiger.
Too much freedom, after all, can mean pain. Too many attempts
Hello down there.
could mean getting hurt. I will say that I appreciate Double Fine actually made an attempt to craft a level that would depict this situation and this problem as humanely as possible.
Tag.
It is a difficult topic,
Wait a second.
and you
what
can't
am I
just
doing
deal
up
with
here?
it in one brain trip either. But Raz is still going to try to help. And this being a video game, we're going to do the best we can. As for what the seed represents,
I'll take this nugget.
well, it should be pretty clear by now. But if you're not quite sure,
Name for me this monster so roughly bearing me o'er the sea.
all will be made clear shortly. For now, one bit of emotional baggage has been sorted, which is good. A little note while we're going around too. I mentioned earlier in the Let's Play that you could do Cassie's level and Bob's level separately. Well, one before the other in whichever order you want. This means this level is not really suited for the projection power. We don't actually need it for anything, as the game can't assume you've done Cassie's level first. You can still use projection if you want, but we will probably use it minimally. Oh boy. Something's going horribly wrong.
How can these plants look so sick? You spend so much time on them.
Hey, come back here.
Ouch!
That moth isn't doing us any favors. Trying to keep us away. Trying to protect us, it says. What, it thinks happy days never last? In all the meantime, a hand is reaching out. Before moving on, come down here.
First tag.
Watch out for the lily pads that fall in the water. And grab this vine.
I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby.
This one's a little tricky, because that's a sort of one-way path.
I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby.
But if you jump up high, and get these vines, you'll be able to grab the purse from the tag you just got. Now, I say partial one-way pass because this platform here is fine, but you slide down right here. Although, if you get caught and you want to go back, you can. Use Pouncy Ball at just the right place, levitation, and you'll be right on this platform, able to attempt again. Everything's deteriorating.
Looks like my plant friend is caught up in some regrets.
What are you talking about? I have no regrets. These must be somebody else's.
Well, denial's not healthy. Much like in Cassie's mind, these are upgraded regrets. Their bombs are harder to pick up.
You don't trust my opinion about seeds.
I regret nothing. I learned nothing.
But they still go down. And no. The self-protection impulse of the moth is certainly not helping.
Hey, don't get so close.
Come here, you.
Ow! Quit it! Hey!
No dice. You might notice you can also see the floor down there. You can actually walk on it if you want, if you make it. But it'll be gobbled up by the water really quickly.
Hello down there.
God, this is like a giant margarita sea. I hope it's not
Thanks
mushroom
for the
liqueur.
lift, by the way, I didn't catch your name.
This must be Bob's mother, Tia Zanato. Yep.
Checks out. And here she is, watering a beautiful pink carnation. This must be Bob. Young Bob.
Oopsie, let me get this out of your way.
Hey, Mom. Are you heading out to the greenhouse again? What are you doing out in the greenhouse for so long?
Oh, this looks a lot like the flower we saw next to the mother lobe. Maybe it was Bob's doing after all.
Mom? You out here?
Well, that's a little foreboding.
Oh, yes. Only very bad things down there. Perfect place for this.
Oh, come on.
You'd better leave Bob's memories alone. You don't want to bring out one of his bad moods.
What's so dangerous about a bad... Uh-oh. Look, Mr. Mood, I'm sure we can work this out. For instance, let's examine the source of... Yikes!
Much like Cassie had the enablers, enabling her bad tendencies, Bob gets to deal with bad moods. Bad moods float around,
Not working.
immune to damage. The little green shield around them shows they are immune to shielding. They throw out these whirling exclamation points, and sometimes have a kind of blast on the ground that will catch you. You may also have noticed, during that time, they are able to be attacked, or rather, they are open to clairvoyance.
Why can't I use clairvoyance on it?
Clairvoyance is the main mechanic of this fight.
Bad mood. Maybe I can get rid of it.
To a bad mood, we are a therapist, and we need to find the source, the heart cage.
Not such a bad mood now, are you?
A single bad mood is not dangerous, but the bad mood's danger, like many enemies, comes from it being in a group.
Almost.
It's also why having faster clairvoyance, or having some invincibility during clairvoyance, is a nice upgrade, because we will now be seeing bad moods in levels going forward.
Ah!
But for now, I think we've come to a place that maybe Bob has tried to forget.
Mom, it's bedtime. Are you still out here?
Wow. So this must be Lily's great-grandmother. Uh-oh. What do moths know, right?
I think we've come to a very dark place.
Look familiar?
I don't know. Looks big.
Let's plant it and see what happens.
Nothing happened. Guess it's a dud.
Agent Zanotto, as an expert gardener, I'm sure you know the value of patience when it comes to... Well, hello. I'm off to find more seeds.
Well, don't you think this is enough?
More's always better. I'll be right back.